Hey guys, this is What If here, time doing our commentary, and this one will be at Atlanta for the NBA America 500. I'll show you the settings I have so people don't think I'm bullshitting. 10% AIs on Legend. There you go. Atlanta is a track where I've done a couple of test sessions with this track on this game, and it ranges from pretty much winning to losing, like really bad. But that's because some of them, like the last one I did, I kind of just got lazy and just kind of spun myself out and everything. But we'll just try to qualify good, because that's the big important element of finishing good here, is qualifying like in the top 5 or top 7. Because if you do, you'll have a better shot of winning. It is kind of hard to catch up to the leaders if you're too far back for whatever reason. Even if you're like just as fast, like as you would normally be, you'd still be kind of off. It's weird to describe, but I mean it provides a fun challenge, so I'm not gonna say it's not fun at all. Bam! I got the pole. My ego is huge. But there was somebody in the comments in the Las Vegas race that was mentioning the tire pressures and stuff, and saying how if you put them down, you'll have more speed or something, but you'll lose more grip or something. And I tested that theory out, and actually it worked, because like the last run I did, or last practice race I did, my car was beat to shit, and I still was able to get 19th place finish with the destroyed car and starting last with like 15 to go. It's like, definitely it's a good idea, but I understand that. I always knew about it. I just never really knew it worked on this game, because I know it worked on Inside Line, NASCAR 2011, NASCAR 14 with tire pressure making a difference, but I didn't know on these games it would, but it definitely did. But I'm not going to, because I think if I do that, it'll be a little bit too easy. I want to make it a little bit challenging, or just, I don't know. When we get to NASCAR 14, that logic will kind of like deteriorate, because I might have to use setups for that, because the way the game is on default on some tracks, it's just not fair. I mean, Vegas is kind of bullshit, but if I didn't wreck, I probably would have been like in the top 20 or something. But it's not really fair at all. I just feel like if I were to do that, I would just like dominate too much, and I don't want to be like, I just don't want to be like Joseph, or like I like win a lot of the races and stuff. Like I want to try not to win. Like it's like I want to win, but I don't want to win at the same time. I want to have like a legit challenge. I don't want to like have like this, fancy schmancy setup, or even using tire pressures to help me win, especially if I can beat them on my own without it. I mean, I've been playing this game for like 11 years, 12 years at least, and I've played this all the time on default setup, and I did really well with it. I won like 13, 14 races a season, so like obviously I'm used to it. It's not going to bother me. But when we get to NASCAR 14, it might have to go to setups if I were to do a Let's Play. Because when I was doing Pocono on there, with the setup, I was actually really fucking fast, which makes no damn sense, because without a setup, you're absolutely... Ooh, caution! Why is it like every race this season, there's been some sort of wreck? Well, luckily it's early on, so I don't have to make like a split-second decision on pitting, and I almost spun myself out, and Gordon's now going to have the bottom. Kevin Harvick! Gordon got loose! It's slow car! It's funny too, because it's Gordon. Alright, what happened here? Oh, Marlin! What the hell happened? That's like just weird. I wonder if the... Okay, I guess we'll never know what exactly happened to Marlin, but that's kind of shitty. I don't know what happened. He must have just spun, or I have absolutely no idea. I'm not gonna pit yet. It's way too early. Like, not like I was just leading, and then all of a sudden a big wreck just happened out of nowhere. But anyways, when I was doing NASCAR 14 at Pocono, like without a setup I was terrible, and then with a setup I was like 4/10 faster than the whole field on 100% difficulty. It's like it doesn't make too much sense, but shit. Yep, slow up the track. It's gonna be one of those Atlanta finishes. It's funny too because it is Gordon that's right up here with me. This is funny, or I guess ironic. But when it comes to NASCAR 14, I might have to consider doing like setups and doing like 5% races or something. Instead of like a 20-lap race at Daytona, it'll be like 10 laps, kind of like how the amount of laps are on inside line. Shit, man, I keep getting sideways a little bit, but definitely I'll have to look into it because I've been putting setups in, and some races it's like I can get to the front really quick, and some others I don't. But I gotta have that good middle ground. Like I can't keep swapping it all the time. I might have to just keep it at one setting or one race length the entire time if I were to consider doing one. And since setups actually do make a difference and make you somewhat competitive and shit, it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm considering about it. I think it'll be fun to do, but I'm just kind of worried that I might dominate or win too much. I'm not trying to have an ego or say that I'm good, I just don't want to like make it boring for everybody that's watching, because I don't know. With this big lead here, I'm just like thinking about other things, Let's talk about Dale Jr. season in 2014. Going into 2014, I really had no idea Junior would have won 3 races, because he doesn't really win multiple races, in a year since 2004, 10 years ago. Like, for him to win this many times this year is just surprising, and to sweep the Pocono races. Who would have thought that? And I was able to witness him winning at Pocono in my very first race I was there, and he did a burnout right in front of me. That was just awesome. Like, just seeing like his smile in the car was like, oh my god, the greatest day ever. Like, I went to the Glen the next week and it was still really fun, but just because I saw my driver win was just very I guess special. I guess it's hard to say because I love both the races I went to, but I'm gonna have to go with Pocono just because my guy won. All right, lap 15 going in lap 16. I'm gonna pit, so be prepared for that. I kind of have a sizable lead here. As long as my picker doesn't do any stupid, decisions, I'll be okay. But it's just cool to see Junior actually doing well, because people give Junior so much shit that him not being like on the level of his dad and stuff, which is not really fair to compare, because it's Dale Sr. I mean, he is one of the biggest names in NASCAR, period, and just like what he's done and to the sport, or just how much he's just remembered, and just it's just like, I don't know, he's just very iconic to the sport. Because a lot of people, okay, I'm gonna pit this time before I get sidetracked. Slow down. Alright, 70 miles an hour. Alright, 66. Oh, my tire pressures are way up. Wait a minute, I wonder if it was like that when the race started. Makes me wonder now. Because I was like, really? I was just saying I don't want to do tire pressure stuff. And then in hindsight, I guess I did. I didn't know it kept the adjustments, or I didn't know it kept the tire pressures from race to race. I did a freaking offline, I did a quick race. That's all I really did. 29 seconds. Oh god, almost came up, almost looked paged. Stay on the bottom. One thing that's really tricky is trying to stay on the bottom, because if you turn too much, you will kind of like spin out since you're kind of going slow. And that's the only thing that does kind of suck. So I always kind of try to get up the track as quick as possible, quickly as possible without, making a mistake. And please don't wreck. I saw like a lot of smoke going into pit road, and that's how a lot of these wrecks happen. It's just AI cars just wrecking, going down into pit road, and I'm just afraid that if that's gonna happen, it's gonna put me a lap down, and I'm gonna be screwed. Which can happen. It's happened before, so I'm just really afraid that that might happen. And Harvick's pitting, and he's driving it. Wait, is that Harvick? It looked like that Stewart, like 2000, like Home Depot workshop paint scheme or something. Alright, gaining spots. I don't even know if the tire pressures did anything, because like if my best lap was at 29.7, that's about what I run without the pressures. I think I might have been like, it's about the same. It might be like a 29.75, but like it's nothing. It's nothing to bat an eye. I mean, if it really, it didn't really, it seems like it doesn't make too much of a difference. I think it just holds the tires better together. But then again, when I was doing that practice race, I was like, my car was beat to hell, but I was able to keep like a speed of like 177 in the corners. And then when I was doing this race now, I wasn't really doing that. So I think just the pit settings are kind of kept the same. I don't think it actually affects the car. I think it's like default, like the car is like, you know, set to default, but when on pit road, it keeps the adjustments you last had it at for that particular track. I think that's what it is. So I don't really think I had the tire pressure adjustments in. I think that's what happened, because I didn't notice going any faster. I was just pulling away just from my own sheer skills. With the Z at the end, like with like 2 Z's and an exclamation point, then a hashtag that says "I'm a jackass." Hashtag, you know, I'm gonna get karma coming after me now. All right, third, second, and first. And I was looking up at the top right of the screen, and I got a terrible entry and a 1 because of that. With 12 to go. I'm playing this at like 2:50 in the morning, and I was like, I'm an anime guy. I'm not like I watch pretty much a good share of anime shows and shit. There's this one show called Fairy Tail that I've watched. I'm on like episode 80 right now, and I watched the previous episode, so it's like episode 79 or something. And if any of you are even anime fans and know what Fairy Tales, and you've watched, you know, episode 79, there's like a really kind of sentimental moment in it, and I just really enjoyed it. I just like when stories can grip, you know, the viewers, or you can get emotionally invested into a character that much and everything. I just like that power to it. It really hits home, because when that moment happened in that episode, I legit got cold. Like, I got chills, and I started getting really cold. And no, I'm a person that wears a blanket all the time. Oh god, I almost wrecked. I always wear like a blanket or something over me, so like I'm normally kind of, you know, I'm a little bit warm. But for me to get chills like that was just really powerful. I just like when shows can do that. Even though Fairy Tail is kind of it has I think it's very fan service-y a lot, but when it doesn't, it's really, you know, good. I guess that's my only complaint with the show, is that it does show off too much fan service, way too much. But you know, again, the story I think that they have in it's pretty good when they don't do that. And so far, like the 79 episodes, I think it's only happened like 5 or 6 times, and that's very minimal to what other shows could have put in for that many episodes. So I guess it's just a really big nitpick. And as I'm talking about random shit, Jimmy Johnson all of a sudden is right on my back bumper. I think it's because since he pitted so much later, his tires are a little bit fresher than mine, and he is like right there. Like I don't even think I don't think I've been going that much slower. My pace has been, I mean, a little bit slower because I've been on, like, my tires are a little bit older, but I haven't been like that off. But I can't hold the bottom. Johnson's come down low. I gotta put the door on him. I think the same stuff happened at Vegas when I was trying to get by Johnson for the lead, and I got into him. So it's kind of like second time me and Johnson are going for the lead. But oh my, shit, man, that car got sideways. Oh my God, okay, I can rebound from this. I just gotta not screw up. Just gotta stay at the bottom. You know, my car is like really getting sideways. I can't even control it. I'm really good in 3 and 4 for whatever reason. Oh my god, I'm going like 163 and I'm still sliding. Like, oh, it's really frustrating. Can't believe it, with just a couple of laps left to go. Oh my god. I can't hold the bottom. Like, my car is just wobbling. Like, it is just trying to wreck. I can't hold on to this thing. I don't know what's up with these late race things at the very end where I just can't hold on to it. Oh my god, Jesus. I thought I was going to win this race. Like, I just had like a sizable enough lead and I started rambling and then... Oh my god. I don't understand. Like, I'm going way slow. Like, really, really slow. Much slower than I would normally be. Like, normally, like, 169 or 170 is, like, how I would go through the corners. And then all of a sudden, like, my car is just really getting out of hand. Like, I have to go, like, 163, which I've never had to do in any of my practice sessions. It's really weird. I don't know why it's doing it like that. Like, right now. It's really shitty. I didn't lose any ground that lap, but even if I started gaining momentum, I don't think I'll have enough time. They did pit much later than I did, so, like, I guess it makes sense, but god damn, it sucks. Vegas, I screwed myself over a little bit, and this time I just couldn't hang on. I'm holding a little bit of a better bottom line now, but it's just that I don't have the speed anymore. My tires are just really gone to pot. But surprisingly, I haven't lost that much ground. I feel like I've lost like half a second. But I really haven't. I've kind of about stayed the same. There was a couple of practice runs when I was doing where literally I was side by side with like Sterling Marlin or Jeff Gordon for like 12 laps. Like, I would just hold the bottom and Gordon would just keep being side by side with me. Like, it was kind of like one of those like races, but like, you know, once they get by me like that, I'm kind of screwed here. I'm maintaining, you know, about the 1.4 seconds. So like, or 1.1 second, you know, behind the leader for a couple laps now. So I haven't lost, you know, any like momentum the past couple laps. I just really did a shitty job of holding the bottom line. I'm just going way too slow. Or way too fast probably in the corners. Can I get third? Nope. Jimmy Johnson wins at Atlanta. And I get fourth, which is, you know, it's alright. Because I did, you know, get like last or whatever at Vegas or something. And this is a good rebound. I wish I would have won. How many laps did I lead though? 17, so I led about half the race. Gordon led probably the last 8. God damn, pisses me off. I really want to win that race. Well, I'm kind of curious what the points are now. I think Marlon was second, so I think he's gonna be royally screwed. So let's see where okay, I'm third in points. I was 41 back, so I gained a little bit. Johnson's the point leader. Wait a minute. Wait, Gordon won? Oh, pfft. I thought it was Johnson. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Johnson has the points lead. Mark second. Third, Stewart fourth. Gordon sixth. Where's Rusty Wallace? Because he was so far back. Rusty Wallace is 26th. What a really weird season we have here. Hopefully next race will be better. Next race will be at Darlington for the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. So we'll see what happens there. This race was pretty interesting, so that was neat. I didn't win, but again, it's good momentum builder going into Darlington. I haven't practiced this track, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how I do with this track when I get to it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and have a nice day.